Hey Gemini, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your December 2018 Twin Flame Tarot reading. So sorry that I'm a little bit late, y'all. I am currently in Colorado at my parents' house, and it is beautiful out. We got a light snow dusting yesterday, but not really anything to be super excited about yet. But the mountains are doing well, but it would be nice to have a little bit of snow. I think we're supposed to get some this coming week, so that's awesome. So let's see. If you're a current subscriber of mine, you know that I am an intuitive reader. So what that means is if you see a tarot card and I say something different when I'm showing the card, it doesn't mean that the traditional tarot doesn't apply. I try to take that into account, but I also am picking up intuitive messages. So I'm going to be channeling those through the card as well, and they may be totally different than what the tarot actually means, or I learned it differently, so keep that in mind. Let's see. Thank you everyone for all the likes, shares, subscribes. You guys are awesome. We're almost to 400 subscribers, so you guys are amazing. Like, I can't do this without you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate all of your support. You guys are magical, so thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that it's a little late, guys, but I just was traveling and just getting out here, so I had them all set up yesterday, and then the cats were all bing, and they just went everywhere, so that was kind of crazy. So all right, let's get into your reading here. I don't have my chime, so literally I'm just clearing the energy with my energy here, and just kind of moving it, just, you know, so we could do this reading here. And I'm sitting like in my old room when I was a child, and it looks totally different, of course, because, you know, it's been like forever since I've been home, you know, since I was a kid, obviously. So, but I'm sitting in my window seat, which is beautiful, and this was my place that I used to read, and I used to think, and I used to, you know, just contemplate life and look outside and watch, you know, nature and think about stuff. So it's a really magical place for y'all to be. So welcome to my childhood. Okay. So Gemini, the first card that we have for you as your mutual energy between you and your twin is the King of Wands reversed. Okay. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, obviously. And this type of energy is not feeling very committed, possibly, to the connection or to each other. Could be kind of in and out, kind of up and down, fiery but not, just kind of someone making a move or not making a move, just back and forth kind of energy. Also could be very egotistical, immature. With the King of Wands is reversed. He or she can be combative, aggressive, immature, wanting things their way, and not willing to compromise. So that's definitely an energy that I'm picking up here. So this is the mutual energy between you and your twin. And I will clarify all of the, sorry, I'm going to adjust my camera. I will clarify all of the tarot cards at the end as well. So let's see who you could be dealing with for your twin. I take two cards. These are astrological cards. I'll take two cards out of this deck that fly out, and we'll see possibly who your twin is. If your twin sign does not come out, it does not mean that that's not your twin. It just means that for those of you who are dealing with those signs, it's very relevant. It's more of a relevant reading for those signs specifically. So keep that in mind. Doesn't mean it can't resonate, though. All right, let's see. Who could Gemini be dealing with for their twin? Who could Gemini be dealing with for their twin? Who could Gemini be dealing with for their twin? Okay, we have Aquarius. And we have Capricorn. All right, fantastic. Okay, first card we have is Remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Yeah, so currently you may just be really nostalgic in your connection here, Gemini. So what I'm feeling for this card is that it's more of a, you may be feeling emotional at this time. You may be processing those emotions. You may be remembering a lot of your past. If you You and your twin have a past life connection, or, you know, this life, I mean, in the 3D, not necessarily your past life, but that you could be remembering those things too. It could be double meaning, now that I'm saying it. So yeah, it's just basically processing the emotions. You know, she's in this water, and, you know, there's definitely nature around her, and she definitely looks like she's just like being drawn back into her emotions. And so you may be feeling just very drawn to think about things that made you emotional in the past. You may be crying. I know the full moon in Cancer was just these past couple days it's just been massive and beautiful here. And I've just been so sensitive. I'm just like, I'm going to cry over nothing. Like, it's just like, I don't understand. But I remember that, you know, when the moon is really full or in, or this massive, or it seems so massive in size, and we're seeing it like this, it's just bringing up a lot of emotions, making everybody very, very sensitive. So keep that in mind. So that's definitely something that I'm feeling here for some of you, that you just may be feeling more emotional at this time. And again, we are closer on the holidays, and that makes everybody kind of emotional anyways, you know. And, you know, people bring up, when we see old friends and old acquaintances or people we used to hang out with, whatever, high school, etc., you know, all the way to now, where it's just like, it brings up a lot of emotions, brings up a lot of past issues. And sometimes we think we've dealt with them, but we really haven't yet, because they still affect us. And so that's what I'm feeling here. The next card that we have is Reach Out. Okay. So this one says, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. So yeah, at this time you may be reaching out to friends and family for some support. If you are feeling depressed or feeling really emotional, you may just like be talking to your friends or your family and saying like, you know, I really need some help processing this, or, you know, just kind of rehashing old memories, old feelings, and they may be, you know, you may be trying to work through them, and maybe you're reaching out to a friend to say, hey, well, you know, I'm really feeling down, or I'm really going through these emotions, and, you know, I'm going through a really, really tough time right now. For some of you, it is depression, especially when we got the water here and we've got this reach out. So, and the holidays make everybody kind of nostalgic and kind of sad, you know, especially when not everybody that we want to celebrate with is even alive on this earth anymore. And so it's definitely kind of a very sadder energy, kind of feeling a little touch of depression and nostalgia in here. But it's telling you that you can reach out and you do have support, or you can reach out, or Spirit saying, please reach out to those around you and ask for help, and don't suffer alone, is what they're saying. Next card we have is Angel of Balance. Well, we got it reversed. So again, I'm feeling like this is kind of balance. There's an imbalance here, and I'm not sure if we got this in the last Gemini reading, but I know I got this in someone's reading for November. So, but what I'm feeling here is like it's an emotional imbalance, so that your emotions are out of balance, and so they're kind of causing, you know, you're normally just a logical sign. So for most of you, depending on your chart, so you're more of a, you know, you can think logically, you can analyze things, you can kind of cut through the bullshit and just, you know, be able to just, you're really good at that air quality. But water's not normally you're not normally swimming in the water like a fish would, like a Pisces, or, you know, a Cancer is very into with their emotions, or Scorpio, or those that have those water signs in their chart here. So what I'm feeling for you is that this is kind of like putting you out of balance, because you're not used to being so much in your emotions for some of you. So when your emotions are overwhelming, you're like, what do I do with this? How do I fix this? Like, this is making you uncomfortable is what I'm feeling here. So yeah, definitely trying to get that back in balance. And that's understandable with the way the moon is and the way that everything is aligning, and including the holidays and things like that. Next card we have is Purge. I'm going to have it reversed. So you know you have to purge this. You know you have to go through this emotional. Again, we've got water here. So you have to get through these emotions, process them, release them, understand why they're coming back. Maybe seeing things for like how they are now versus how they were then, and kind of getting an idea of like when you can have distance from them, you can be objective. And so this is really beautiful energy. It's just like you're purging all the things that no longer serve you. And by crying and getting your emotions out and releasing them. You're working through this energy, and so you're not staying stuck in this energy. So you're just trying to process this, and it does make you uncomfortable, and I get that. And especially for those of you that don't have a lot of water in your chart, that it's like, okay, how do I do this, because this is not natural to me. So it doesn't feel natural. It feels unnatural. It feels uncomfortable or restless, or like a restless energy. But this is Spirit showing you that just purge it. Just go with it. Just be adrift, process it, and release it. Next card we have is Three of Swords. So some of you may have experienced a heartbreak, a betrayal. Somebody may have had a third-party situation. We'll clarify this as well. That could be why this energy is so reversed here with the King of Wands. So it could be cheater. It could be a Mr. Cheater here. I don't know. We'll see. Mr. or Mrs. It could be that just a lack of commitment in the connection. And what I'm feeling here is that this is why a lot of you are going through this sadness, this remembrance. And maybe you're thinking about your twin right now and it's putting you out of balance and you're crying over them. And maybe they did hurt you. Maybe this is a past energy as well for some of you. It doesn't have to be present. Could still be past or residual. Keep that in mind. With tarot readings, sometimes it's past, present, or future. So it may not have even happened yet. So keep that in mind. But this feels like a past energy to me, possibly. Or, within maybe the past year for some of you, or 6 months. So what I'm feeling here is that there's definitely been some type of heartbreak in this connection. There's definitely a broken heart here, and this is something that you're feeling, and you're in your feelings, up in your feelings with this. So that makes perfect sense with what I'm feeling in this first row. Okay. And we'll clarify that here in a little bit and see what else we find. Message you want to give your twin: you've been in my dreams. You could be dreaming about them. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Okay. So for a lot of you, you've been dreaming about them. And this is why that remembrance is here, that remembrance card. Because you're remembering them. You're thinking about them. Not only that, but I think you're thinking about people who've passed away. For some reason, I really get that in some of the energy here. So could be remembering those that are no longer with us. But this heartbreak could be taking place in your dreams. So your dreams you may be remembering them in your dreams, and it may be breaking your heart because if you're in separation here, and you were brokenhearted by them and you're dreaming about them, that's really difficult. I know how difficult that is when you're like, but you're still here, you're still in my energy, and I'm still dreaming about you. I'm still thinking about you. I'm still connected to you. And sometimes and I know how hard that is. So, for those of you that are going through that, I'm really sorry. And, I'm here. I'm giving you like a little hug from here. All right. Next card we have is Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. So for some of you, your mother is sending you love. She's telling you that she loves you and she misses you. She may be the one that is in heaven. For others of you, it's not a mother energy. It is possibly that there's 3 messages here. Some of you may want to send your mother a message of love, and during this time frame, you're just remembering your mother. Maybe your mom and you haven't spoken in a while, or you guys have, you're at a distance, so maybe it's like sending your love to your mom, or your mom wants to send their love to you. If your mother's still living. Excuse me. For the other messages I'm seeing here is that this is a message you want to give to your twin. Like, you want to tell them, I still love you. You may not reach out and do it in the 3D. You may do it in the 5D. Or you want your twin to send you a message of love. And so this is this type of energy here. So it's this sending and receiving type of energy for some of you. So it's very beautiful. Next card we have is Soul Power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Yeah, so it's telling you that, you are physical, but you're also in the 5D. You also have your soul to take care of. It's also, It's also spirit messages. It's also realizing that the spirits are still with you, that you also are with them, that your souls are still communicating on a different level. They may not be communicating in the 3D necessarily, but in the 5D, in the high realms, and in your dreams here is what I'm seeing for some of you, that you still have that soul contract with your twin. You still are communicating with them, and you're also communicating with your loved ones. So in those higher realms. So if you dream about them as well, that's another communication between the two of you. And sometimes we don't even know it's happening, that we're still communicating, and that we're also two parts. And so if you're not feeling, very, high vibration, it's telling you to tap into your energy, your heart space, and your energy here, and maybe your sacral chakra as well, so that you can build on that supply of power and tap into it when you're not feeling at your best, so you can kind of raise your vibration here. So it's telling you to remember that you still have that power in you. You just have to utilize it here. That's beautiful. All right, we have adjacent possibilities. That's a beautiful card. Okay, so also what I'm feeling with the soul power here, the reason that it's telling you that is that it's looking at other possibilities. Is that looking at, there's different doors, there's different opportunities that are waiting for you, and that you don't have to restrict yourself to one door. You could probably open this door, maybe that door, maybe this one, and kind of see what's behind there. And there's many possibilities of tapping into your soul power, into your soul energy, into communicating with the other realms as well. Also, the doors of your mind. So, this is really a beautiful card for you guys, because I feel like because you're an air sign, you already have that quality where your mind is already so sharp and so inquisitive, that it's just telling you to kind of explore every single facet of yourself. Really go within, open those doors, and see what you find. And that there's tons of possibilities here that are coming through that you can utilize, whether it's a new career path or a new relationship, or just figuring out who you are on a deep soul level. That's beautiful. All right, next card we have is contemplation. Yeah. And it's reversed. So some of you haven't contemplated that there are some other possibilities or this purging that needs to be done. And so it's Spirit's saying to contemplate some of those other possibilities. And so if you're very much stuck in the idea of it always has to be my twin, I don't want another relationship, I'm not willing to do anything like that, I only want them, well, then you're restricting your possibilities. You're restricting your doors to other opportunities. And so Spirit's telling you to kind of refocus your energy onto figuring out what other possibilities, what other opportunities are available to you, and not pigeonholing yourself into just the one, into that one person, or into that one job, or into that one friendship, or into that one, family dynamic or whatever. It's looking at everything in a new way, and really taking time to contemplate that. So they're saying take time to contemplate that. Take time to purge some of this emotional baggage and things like that, and really tapping into your soul power and getting back your balance. And I know that it's hard. Like, when all we want is our twin, and all we want is our twin to want us. And, sometimes we're ready for that, and sometimes we're not. And it depends on both people. I mean, everybody has free will. So there is that. And it also comes with the fact that, looking at other relationships as still being possibilities of growth, and looking outside of our twin dynamic so that we can possibly find happiness and love. If we can't be with our twin, if you never come into union with them, or you might not come into union with them, for whatever reason, it's stating to kind of look at all your options and realize that you're not restricted just to this one person or this one idea or this one mindset. And it's trying to get you to look at other opportunities here. Now, I know ideally we'd all like to be with our twins. For those of us that are in separation, we would all like that. Or those of us that are struggling with our twin, you know, to kind of get, you know, in balance. But, you know, again, sometimes we're at different levels. Like my twin and I are at totally different levels. So I started my twin flame journey in March. And he just started his, from what I understand, in October. But we've been in separation for over a year. And so I've had to look at other opportunities and other relationships because, you know, there's so much work to be done. And I'm not going to restrict myself to this one person who may never come around, and we may never come into union together, you know, and I can't be on this journey by myself. So if I'm doing all the work, like a lot of you have said here, I feel like even if you're the only one doing a lot of work in this connection, or you feel like you are, your twin still benefits. But I still feel that no matter what other twin readers say, in my own heart of hearts, I feel like, yes, we all need to do our own set of work. We all need to work towards this union. And if only one person's doing it, I don't understand how that could possibly work out. How one twin works on themselves 100%, the other one doesn't do shit. I'm sorry, I don't find that to be an equal balance. And why would you want to be with somebody who's not working to be with you or working on themselves to come into union with you? So I still strongly believe in free will between both twins. So, you know, they have to make those choices, and well, they don't have to, but those choices would need to be made in order to come into union. So the next card we have is Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, so what I'm feeling for this is like you are in a state of possibly giving up on this connection here, especially because, you know, we got this King of Wands reversed. We all know what that meant in the beginning. So it's very much, you know, this heartbreak energy. And it's like, nah, I'm not sure I want to put any more work onto this path. Like, I'm not sure this is actually worth it, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're saying, I'm not sure this is worth it anymore. And Spirit is saying, okay, well, look at other opportunities, contemplate other avenues. And that it doesn't have to be restricted to just one path. You could choose a different path. We all have free will to choose a different path. And so this is also coming out of this like stressful anxiety, like this guy's been through some battles. Like you have been through some battles in this connection, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to continue. I'm not sure I want to keep going. Next card you have is that you want to tell your twin is, I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. Yeah. So your twin may be like, yeah, we're twins. Oh my God. Like, what, you know, let's make this work. And you're like, you may be right, but I have to figure out how to get on this path, or if I want to come to this conclusion with you and work with you after this broken heart, excuse me, and this, you know, long, hard battle this dude has been going through. Like, you know, you may still have to come to your own conclusions about this twin flame journey, about who you are as a twin, about what you feel about this journey, about, you may be listening and reading to different things about twin flames, and then you're now trying to come to your own conclusions, which is exactly what I did. I didn't take every single thing that I read and said, oh yeah, that's exactly how twins work. I actually analyzed it based on human behavior and based on my degrees, and said, okay, so this is kind of a fantastical idea of twin flames, and I don't agree with all of it, and here's why. And so that's where I had to go with it. And that's kind of how you're possibly some of you are feeling about that. Next card we have is the Dream. Something is revealed, insight, and breakthrough. Yeah, dreams are very relevant here. So you should be having I would write down your dreams. You may keep a dream journal like I do, and analyze some of the symbols and signs that you see in your dream. So something is being revealed in your dreams, and you're gonna figure something out through your dreams. So you'll figure out either the path you want to take with your twin. You'll figure out who your twin is in your dreams. You may also figure out what to do about your path in your dreams. So keep that in mind. I've got two things here that scream to me about dreams, as far as possibly that remembrance card as well. So I strongly feel that for some of you to pay attention to those, even if they don't have to do with your twin, they may have to do with these adjacent possibilities. And you may be wandering the halls of your mind at night. So Very interesting. That's beautiful. Next card we have is gratitude. So this is being thankful for everything. Thanking whatever you believe in, spiritually. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. Yes. So if you're focusing on lack, that's not going to bring anything to you. You're going to get, all you're going to get is lack. Focus on prosperity and abundance and being grateful for what you do have, and acting like you already have more than you have will bring in more abundance, and you'll manifest more. So if you're looking for more money, better job, more stability in your life, that's that type of energy you want to tap into. That's that type of manifestation and law of attraction that we want for our lives. Right now I have a gratitude jar in my house, and in that jar I put in things that I am grateful for, but things also that I kind of want to manifest into my life to be grateful for. So far I think, I don't have very many things in there because I have a lot already. So I'm not asking for too much, or I'm not, I'm definitely grateful for all that I have, but I put in a lot of things to kind of draw them to me. And so I put in things that I'm grateful for, even though I don't necessarily have them yet, but that I'm trying to attract them to me, like the law of attraction. And then I keep them in there. So, and my friend explained to me she had the same kind of jar, and then one day it broke. And then she looked at all the little papers that she'd put in there, and she had everything that she had put in the jar. So that was really beautiful. It was a beautiful story. So I'm hoping you guys will benefit from that as well. So a gratitude jar, and you can find that on Pinterest, I think. I don't remember where. She just told me how she did hers, and I just made like a mason jar and wrote gratitude on it. And so yeah. All right. The next card we have is Sixth Chakra, and it's Archangel Metatron. Okay. Now, I don't have my booklet here, and I think it's your third eye, because his third eye is open. So, let me look that up here real quick and see what I'm finding on the Sixth Chakra, things like that. Pretty sure it's the third eye, but let's see here. Excuse me. Yes, third eye. Okay. It can be made more powerful through meditation and yoga, so keep that in mind. Looks like your third eye might be blocked or closed at this time. So let's see about Archangel Metatron and see what he has to say. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so Archangel Metatron urges you to change your thoughts. So replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. Metatron is especially concerned about how people think, because his work keeping the universe's records constantly shows him how people's negative thoughts lead to unhealthy choices, while people's positive thoughts lead to healthy decisions. So maybe that you might want to listen to meditations for your third eye to help open up your third eye, which will help unblock this chakra here, and will also help with negative thoughts. And so basically, and when you do that, concentrate on Archangel Metatron. Look how beautiful this angel is. So beautiful. So concentrate on him and replacing those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So anytime you have something negative come into your mind, it's like flipping it around and stopping it from continuing, or stopping that negative self-talk, or just negative, like while we get into, yeah, I'm not, like we can get depressive, and then that's what it's saying. It's saying that energy is kind of blocking you right now. So trying to take those negative thoughts and transform them into positive thoughts. And that's also with that depression. I feel like here you guys got a little touch of that, or some of you. So I'm feeling, or like the blues, maybe not depressed, but like a little bit of the blues. So that's what the Sixth Chakra will do here. So your third eye There's tons of meditations that you can look up on YouTube. They're amazing. So y'all try those and see if that works for you. Next card we have is Twin Flame. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this will help you in your twin flame. So this will help you if you open up your third eye, and your negative thoughts will actually, if you're releasing those and changing them to positive thoughts, this work will also affect your twin. So they will also feel that energy as well. So that's really beautiful. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And you may be in contemplation about what to do with your twin flame. So we have this right before that. And definitely this also, is really relevant. All this energy is very relevant. And to be grateful for your twin and looking at them, even if they've done some crappy stuff, it's still understanding that, we all follow our own paths. We all make mistakes. We all mess up. So, keeping that in mind that your twin is human just like you are. And they're not perfect and we're not perfect. But, definitely being grateful for them. And you'll see them in your dreams. You can still communicate with them. You may want to give up on this connection for some of you, or it may become really hard and you're not sure what to do. But there's other possibilities too. It doesn't have to be restricted to your twin. And the next card, yeah. So we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy here. So Queen of Cups reversed. So you're possibly not offering your love to your twin flame at this time, or you're not feeling very loving towards your twin, or your twin's not being very loving towards you. So for some of you, that's definitely an energy that I'm feeling here. And maybe that it's because this Queen of Cups is involved with your twin. That also may be for some of you, there may be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces involved with your twin. So it could be that type of energy here. We've got a king and a queen, and they're both reversed here. So it could be that you're taking on this energy again of being overly emotionally unbalanced. We see that here in the connection with the angel of unbalanced here, and a lot of water. So Gemini, you may just be taking on this energy, and it's uncomfortable for you because you're not used to this type of energy. Next card we have is your words linger in my mind. Yep. So Gemini, you're all about those words. You're all about communication. You're all about that type of energy here. So your twin's words definitely are still lingering in your mind, and you're still thinking about them very strongly, about what they've said in this connection, and also what they've done. So that's very relevant. So let's get some clarifying here. We're going to clarify the tarot cards before we get to your fortune here. So let's see here. Why do we have the King of Wands reversed? Why do we have the King of Wands reversed, Spirit? Strength, excuse me. Okay, so at this time, one or both of you is just lacking strength in this connection because it's definitely overwhelming. It's gotten to the point where it is no longer it's not a healthy connection, possibly. And for some of you, you have decided to walk away or distance yourself from this connection. And it's because you just don't have that strength to continue. Could also be dealing with a Leo here as well. And again, we've got the King of Wands, who is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy. So for some of you, it's just like you don't have the strength to continue, especially, and it may be that you're acting just like the King of Wands reversed, so egotistical, aggressive, not committed to this connection because you just don't have the strength this time. We got this guy here. He looks like he doesn't have any strength either. He's just like, nope, done, tap out energy. So, all right. That makes perfect sense. Why do we have the Three of Swords here, please? Yeah. So for some of you, there was definitely an ending in this connection. You definitely had to end this relationship. Either your twin ended it with you or you ended it with them. We have the Death card. But again, with death, there comes transformation here. Could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. And again, we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So could be an ending in this connection, or one of you was just like, you know what, I don't want to be a part of a third party. I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. Could be a friendship, could be a job, could be just something that is just like a hobby that's like, no, I'm not going to be backseat. I'm not going to be the third party. I'm not going to be third wheel. I'm not, you choose me or we're done. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling here. So some of you are like, choose me or we're done, because I'm not going to do this back and forth, this who are you going to choose, bachelor or bachelorette kind of game. So yeah, for some of you, it's just like, boop, ended, done. And that's what's caused this sadness here and this heartbreak, is because there's been an ending in the connection. Yeah, for sure. All right, why is the 9 of Wands here? Okay. All right. So we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is that the feeling is that, I'm not working towards this because, I was working towards something that wasn't actually giving me much back. So it was like I put in a little bit of effort and then you just stopped. You're like, you know what? Like something wasn't working, is what I'm hearing from that card. And also feeling like with the 4 of Pentacles, like there was a lack here. It was almost like somebody was giving more than the other person, and it was you just didn't let it go on for very long. It's like with Gemini, if you're not putting in the work and you're not putting in the effort, they're going to be like, no, we're kind of done. There's no Ace of Wands, brand new, passionate beginning. Nothing got off the ground here. It's almost like you started, and for some of you, it was a very quick connection. It was like 4 months or 4 weeks or something like that. And it was like, even within that time frame, it was like, boop, in and out, in and out, in and out, one or both. And it was just a very unstable connection. And it was just like, okay, well, nothing is getting off the ground here. We're not getting started. And, and it was already hard in the small amount of time that you'd already put into this connection for some of you. Like, it was just like, really? Like, I'm already at the 9 of Wands? Like, I'm already overburdened with this, and we've barely even gotten off the ground. So it was like it was almost like a fire. It started quick, and then it was put out for some of you. All right, let's see. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups here. Let's get some Queen of Cups energy. Let's get some energy on the Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, because in here, you could tell somebody was lying about a third party, possibly. Somebody was lying about having this Queen of Cups, having still in love with somebody else, possibly. For some of you, you were lying to yourself about how much you actually love this person. You love your twin flame. Like, you want to offer this love to them, but you're like, nah, no, no, I don't. No, I don't. I don't care. A lot of you are like, I don't care. No. But the truth is, you do care, and you do love them. And some of you are just in your feelings right now about that. And that's understandable because the connection has ended. And it could be because of some lies between the two of you that caused this energy for both of you to be like, or you to be like, nah, I don't want to put love. I'm not going to be this loving, kind, wonderful, supportive woman if somebody's lying to me. Or you're lying to yourselves about your emotions and blocking your emotions. A lot of you are blocking your emotions in this connection, and that could be one of the reasons that it didn't get off the ground, is because you weren't able to actually get in your feels. Or if you did, somebody lied to you. Your twin lied to you, possibly, about someone else or about something in this connection, and you were like, no, we're done. Yeah. You're like, you're not going to lie to me. I know better. I see through your lies. Yeah. And again, possibly a third party for some of you. Not for all. So, all right. Sorry, that was pretty heavy, y'all. But it was good, though. There was some good things that came out of it. Working through your emotions is definitely one of them. And so, in processing that will be really beneficial for y'all during this time frame, especially when you're in your feels. And that's okay. Like, feel it, get into it, tap into that energy and really process it. It'll really help you. Okay, so the last card we have is your Fortune. And we have Key. Gorgeous. Okay, so new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. That's what that ancient possibilities. That's that key right there, guys. That's the key to moving forward in this connection. Looking at other opportunities, exploring who you are, figuring out who you are and what you want, what you will and won't accept as well. I'm seeing very much this is like a boundary type card for some of you. Just boundaries. Putting up boundaries. Not letting people walk all over you, which, not saying that you do, but also just here, it's just like, nah, you figured something out. There was some kind of truth or someone was not telling the truth. And you figured it out. And you were like, nope, done. So, all right, y'all. This was a very interesting reading. I can't wait to do your twin side and see what's going on there. So, I hope you enjoyed it. So, if you want a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. I am on vacation, so keep that in mind. I may not be able to get to you till after the new year. But, you can always reach out to me, and I'll let you know if I can get you on my schedule while I'm out here. I can't guarantee anything. We'll see. So far, it's taken me like 3 days to do this reading, so since I've been here. So, all right, well, stay tuned for your twins reading. Again, keep in mind, I didn't say this at the beginning, the energies can be flip-flopped. If it doesn't resonate, it may not be for you, and that's okay. I'm pulling in a lot of energy, for the collective. And if you want me to get your messages out, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. All those things will bring you into my little tarot family, and then I can read for you better. So the messages will come out more and more. All right, so I hope this helps. For some of you, I'm just picking up on this right now, this King of Wands energy here. Blonde hair, blue eyes, or dirty blonde hair and blue eyes for some of you is your twin. Very relevant here for that King of Wands energy. So if that was what your twin looks like, I'm seeing them come through that card. So interesting, of course, because, he's got a crown here and he looks exactly like that, but it's almost like their face is coming through that. And I'm like, oh, very cute. All right, y'all. So I will do your twins energy, and I will see you for your January videos. Take care. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.